Many lifters are obsessed with how many pounds of lean muscle they gain, or they're constantly viewing charts and calculators and honestly wasting their time. Once you're past the novice phase, or you've acquired a decent physique, your base, the amount of pure muscle tissue that you gain on a yearly basis is going to be diminished. We already know this. You can try to quantify it, you can get some good estimations going on, but ultimately it's insignificant in the long run because at some point, the amount of muscle that you gain is going to be so small that it's not even worth reporting. Of course, you're still making progress, you continue to improve. But if your metric of improvement is that absolute number that you don't even know what the fuck is, because other factors that go into building a physique, you're gonna go absolutely insane. You're gonna drive yourself mad. And that's why these discussions are a complete waste of time for 90% of you watching this video, especially if you don't plan on taking physique to the ultimate level. What's a better way then of assessing your progress? Well, the best thing is looking at your actual body measurements. If there's a plateau, you know there's a problem. In other words, if your legs are 23 inches and in 3 years from now they're still 23, you didn't gain any muscle. But if they're 24, 25, congratulations, you did something right. That's more objective. Or if you gain half an inch, every ounce of muscle that you see will be reported in the actual measurement, especially if your weight is relatively stable. Or let's say you bulk up to an extreme number, then you cut down and your measurements are higher than the previous time you were at that weight, you know you gain muscle. That's all you gotta know. You don't have to try to quantify the exact numbers. Why go through that? Like right now I'm bulking and I can say that at this particular body weight, I look leaner than last time because I've gained a little bit of muscle. I don't know what that is. Maybe 1 to 4 pounds max. I have no clue, but it's there. And the shirts are a lot tighter and the measurements are better in certain spots. That's how you stay objective. Look at every centimeter because that's actually a bit more accurate than inches too, right? The small improvements and actually looking at yourself in the freaking mirror. You can do a side-by-side comparison. You 5 years ago to you now. What are the visual differences? If there aren't any, you fucked up. But if there's noticeable improvement, if you're like, wow, I actually made a lot of gains. That's all you gotta know. And I'll give you another example. Last year, I did a lean 165 comparison to my maxed out bear mode. And I look better in leaner state. I know I gained muscle. I don't have to think about how many pounds of that it was. It doesn't matter. And you'll find out what your sweet spots are weight-wise over time. So it's about looking at the actual visual aspects, before and after comparisons, similar lighting as well, right? You view that. You look at the objective measurements. You look at your clothing. Do you have to tailor new stuff? Do you have to get a wardrobe overhaul? You view that, right? And then there's another facet that goes into this too. The actual progression in the gym, your performance. Why is this so important? Because naturals need to get stronger. Now, it doesn't matter what that mechanism is, because there's different arguments to this. You can say that progressive overload is a side effect of improved hypertrophy, or you can say that progressive overload is the driver. There's a lot of debate going on about this, right? But regardless, if there is a large increase in strength, you gain muscle. So if in 2017, your flat bench was 225 for 5, and now in 2020, it's 315 for 5, congratulations, you gain muscle in your shoulders, pecs, triceps. Objectively, that's a fucking fact. It cannot be denied. I don't care how specific your programming was. I don't care what type of strength training routine you did. I don't care about any of the fucking variables. All that is insignificant. There was such an increase in performance that's impossible for you, literally impossible, that you didn't gain muscle mass. That's an objective metric. So that's what I'm trying to tell you in this video. What if your bench didn't go up at all? What if it was 225 for 5 and now it's 245 for 5? Okay, you probably gained a little bit, but not that much. So instead of worrying about, oh, did I gain 5 pounds of muscle this year? Bro, you have bigger issues. The strength progression is more important. See what I'm getting at here? The pounds of muscle, the things that everybody obsesses about, should be viewed as a side effect in the long run. When you actually look back, when you look at before and after pictures, when you look at measurements, when you look at the progress that you made in terms of performance, the numbers just shooting up, then you could be like, wow, because the journey tells you what the fuck it is. You're not obsessing about the end result while you're in it. Do you understand? Enjoy the process. 1 year after the next. Constantly get better. Constantly learn more and more. Improve your performance in the gym. See everything going up objectively. The measurements, the before and after comparisons, and just the strength exploding right before your very eyes. And that'll tell you if you gain muscle or not. It's really that simple. And one of these days, you can look at yourself and be like, God damn, that needs to be the emphasis. Not, oh, how many pounds did I gain this year? Who the fuck cares? Focus on the right things. And with that said, I'm done talking.